This training will show you how to access and navigate to your online course shell in Blackboard Learn. Blackboard is our learning management system here at Concordia University, Texas. So the first thing you'll want to do is go to our website, concordia.edu, go up to the Quick Links menu here at the top and choose BbLearn. Click on that to go to a new window. So notice it's a new tab, so make sure your pop-up blocker is off. And click here to log in. If you have any problems along the way, our personal support center is available 24/7 at 512-313-HELP or 4357, and that number is right there below on the screen for you. So you'll click here to log in, and on the next screen, you'll enter your full email address. That's your first name, period, last name, at ctx.edu, followed by the same password that you use to log into your email account. So we'll go ahead and log in. And now we're looking at the home screen of Blackboard. You'll have your announcements, your courses. You'll want to navigate up to your course tab to see all of the courses listed for fall. Now it's important to realize that all of your fall courses will become available to you on the Friday before classes begin. That's always the case. So if you log into Blackboard now, you'll be able to log in, but you will not see your fall courses yet. Those will not be listed on the screen like you're seeing now until the Friday before classes begin. That's Friday, August 21st is when you'll be able to log into Blackboard and actually see your classes listed. After Friday, August 21st, when you log in, you'll have your courses listed here for you, and you'll click on the title of the course to go into the course itself. I'm going to put student preview mode on so we can look at the class as a student would. And we'll start with the home page and we'll work our way down. On this left side menu, this is how you're going to navigate through the course. The best rule of thumb is to start at the top and work your way down. That's how the course is organized for you and it will make the most sense. So if we start on the home page, if there were any announcements that your professor has left for you, it would be posted here. There's nothing posted because the class hasn't started yet, but anything that's been posted in the last 7 days would show up there. Also, again, our technology support, the personal support center I mentioned earlier, if you have any problems whatsoever with any technology or technical aspect of the course, please contact them by phone or email. It's all listed there for you. And then any to-do items, if your professor is setting due dates in Blackboard, it will list it to your right. Moving down, you'll have your instructor information. So this is where you'll get your instructor contact information, where you can email your instructor, call your instructor, find out who your instructor is. So that's why checking your Blackboard course shell is important for one reason, is to get that instructor contact information. Moving down, we have our syllabus and course information. So anything that's really important to know before the class begins will be listed here. As I mentioned earlier, you'll have access to your class the Friday before class begins. So at the very least, please log in and look at your instructor and the syllabus. That will lay out the basic expectations of the class for you, so you'll have a good understanding of where you'll start before the class even begins. So let's look at the syllabus. The syllabus is a roadmap for your course. It's going to lay out any expectation or guidelines to follow. It usually lists all of the major assignments and the way they're graded, and also includes policies such as late work policy. So it's important to look at your syllabus as one of the first things you do in class. If I click on it, it will again open in a new tab. When you open a syllabus, it usually opens as a Word document. And again, I have my instructor information, course information, and textbook information, and objectives of the course. So again, very pertinent information that you should make sure to look through before the class begins. Other resources may be listed here, and so I encourage you to look through those as well before the class begins. One thing I want to point out are these A buttons with the drop-down arrow. This means that the file is available in an alternative format. If you click on it, you will see all of the alternative formats that you can download the file in. So we just looked at the syllabus as a Word document that I could read through, but if you would rather, you can also download it as an audio file, for example, in case it would be easier for you to listen to it. So again, these are all the different files. a help area if you want to learn more about it, or of course, our personal support center can tell you more about it as well. If I wanted to download, I would choose the file format that I wanted to use and then choose download. And this feature would download the syllabus, which was a Word document, into whichever file I wanted. Okay, other areas of the course, of course, you have my grades area. As you begin to submit work, your instructor will grade that work, and this is where your work, the grade, and the feedback will show up. So it will be important to check here throughout the semester. Your attendance button. Now, it will be important to attend regularly scheduled class meetings, whether that be virtually or on ground and in person. And so that will be important to understand what your professor's attendance expectations are for the regularly scheduled class meetings, whether they assign you in groups or they're giving you a chance to sign up. Your course calendar will populate with dates if your professor is setting due dates in Blackboard. So don't rely on it solely, because if your professor's choosing not to assign those specific due dates in Blackboard, if they're just verbally telling you that something's due, then it will not show up in your calendar. Now, the last thing I wanted to look at is an actual topic one. Topic one in this case is the assignments for the entire week, but make sure to read it carefully because that's not necessarily the case in every course. One thing you'll want to keep in mind is just like the way the left side menu is laid out, the topics are also laid out where you'll want to start from the top and work your way down. So as you're meeting in class in person, whether that be virtually or in person on campus, make sure to listen to whatever your professor has to say about it. But the Blackboard course shell will also supplement your in-class meetings with additional resources and assignments. So as your professor prompts you, make sure to come into your Blackboard course shell to complete your assignments and even potentially discussion forums. If I scroll down past the required reading, weekly lectures are posted here. These happen to be, if I click on it, it will open in a PowerPoint format or a PDF. But again, if I want to click on the alternative formats, I can actually download it as an audio or an EPUB if I wanted to look at it on an iPad. This is a discussion forum. If we click on the discussion forum, I'm given my prompt so I can see my instructions. And then I would need to create my thread. So I create a thread in order to participate in the discussion forum. Once you've done the weekly reading, participated in the lectures, and are ready to participate in the discussion forum, you would click Create a Thread. And posting to a discussion forum is very much like an email. You're going to have your subject line, which will appear to the class. And your message is going to be the body of your discussion forum, the narrative. When you're satisfied, make sure to carefully proofread. If you have any files to attach, you can do it down here. And then when you're happy with it, you can choose Submit. And now I have posted my discussion forum. I can click on the title to read what I wrote. And if you want to reply to a classmate, I would just click Reply. And in the same way that I just made my last forum post, I would go ahead and reply to this particular student in the same way by choosing Submit. A few other things I would like to show you. You have various tools. There are links to our CTX library for research purposes, so you don't have to leave your Blackboard course shell to jump right to the library. You can click on this link. Same with tutor.com. If you need tutoring services, we have 8 hours provided per semester for you for free, so you can go to tutor.com for tutoring help in any subject. And there's Blackboard Help. If you have a question about how to use Blackboard, not necessarily course related, please go to your professor for that. But if you're wondering about how to take a test or need a refresher on how to use a discussion forum, you can use Blackboard Help. And Handshake is our career development tool, which you'll learn more about as well. The last thing I want to point out is about this left side menu. There's this small gray bar here, and if you click on it, it will hide the menu from you. So if you ever log in and wonder where your menu got off to, click on the side and it will pop back up for you. So I hope this was helpful. Good luck to you, and please reach out to the Personal Support Center if you have any questions along the way.